everybody, it's your boy Motorman Dan, and today we're going to be playing Northern Rampart on Rift Lord difficulty. You see the difficulty there, right? Northern Rampart. I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this, all right? I've seen a couple of different ways, and we're going to talk about those real quick. So one of the ways is to barricade off this back end here, okay? Every once in a while, a couple of enemies will travel around to this right-hand side. You can do the same thing over here. I don't know how the enemies have on this side. I haven't blocked back here off. But if you wanted to route to one of the two sides, whether it be take all the ground troops to the left or the right, you can just barricade next to the rift. We're not going to do that, though. You're going to see what we're going to do here in a moment. One of the ways that you could do this is if you barricade off that right-hand side, they'll all go into this room, and this is a perfectly fine room for a kill box. The problem is you're part-time. You're going to have a hard time making part-time if you build in this room. So the next place you can build realistically would be up here. You know, you could do like this, for example, and then run whatever wall traps here. And this is also pretty good. And you'll see us run the saw blade launcher probably a lot for almost all of these maps, just because it can do damage to the totems and it'll bounce around like outside into the totems and everything. One of the other places that you might kill box is if you barricade this side, you'll take all the enemies up these stairs. And the good thing about that is you have flyers that come out of here. So if you have a stone staff, you sit here, stone staff in, then run everything against this wall, and it'll all die up here. Everything can kind of come together and die up here. We're not going to worry about that either. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what we'll do. All right, as you can see, this will be the cade setup that we have for the double barricade. We've got tar that has enemies take extra damage from fire. We got fire archers up here at the balcony. The cool thing about this is that whenever an enemy ranged unit goes to attack these archers, they're actually going to be shooting at them and hitting the wall. So the archers up here won't actually take any damage, which is really, really nice. Unless the enemy comes over to the stairs, then they'll have a better trajectory, which they shouldn't make it to the stairs. And then we'll just stone staff the flyers. We're not even going to worry about getting any kind of traps or anything set up for them. For this, again, we're going to use the saw blade launcher. We're actually going to double stack them. Normally, I wouldn't do this because they would end up flying around the map. But in this instance, they actually hit the stairs and this back piece and run back into this little kill box. The totem seems to be too tall, which means this elevation and this elevation. So it's going to help us take out those totems. Also, we're going to have fire arrows along these sides. We're going to have some big boys come through, and the fire arrows are going to help us a lot. I kind of thought about not bringing the trap reset trinket because it's not super necessary. If you don't run that, you can run the mana rage trinket. You can run maybe like wall grinders or something against this side, and then the arrow walls against this side. But yeah, we'll do this. We have one molten gold trap. We don't need any others. They're all going to get hit by that, and they're all essentially going to die right here. You might have to clean up a few leaks, and you might die. If you need to, while you're shooting, you can jump back here and heal up while you're shooting into this corridor, which is really nice. Oh, you know, you can do boom barrels. Oh, boom barrels. Oh, you could do barrels. That look like. Eh. All right, we're doing boom barrels, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom barrels are one of the other things that destroy totems, and we can actually do those. Let me check this one, see where this goes. Oh, so we can put that here. Oh. Oh. Why's that different? Oh, the ledge is different. Okay, let's do this on this side. Alright, well, you can play around with that if you want. We're just gonna start like I have in the past, just because I know that works, but yeah, you know, you kind of struggled to spend all your money. Now, wave 5 is going to be the difficult wave. Wave 4 can be a little bit of a challenge as well, I believe. No, yeah, I think it's just 5. So 1, 2, and 3, I believe, are just this middle gate. Wave 4, the flyers show up, but the flyers will show up right in the beginning. And then at the last, the flyers come out in 3 batches, and the last batch is going to have enemies come out of the door after, or after the last batch of flyers spawn. So you're going to have batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. As soon as batch 3 spawns, then enemies will start showing up on wave 4 from this door. I'm pretty sure it's wave 4. And then the next wave, wave 5, is difficult because you have to be down here and then the flyers show up. Now, we are going to have archers up here to kind of hold them off a little bit. The archers probably are going to die, but then wave 6 is easy. Again, it's just 3 batches of flyers you take out before you have to come down here. And we'll have everything built up down here at the bottom anyways. Alright, let's get started.
Okay, here I come.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Now, one of the reasons we're running the bow instead of like the crossbow, I know you guys know that I love the crossbow, and I really do. One of the reasons we're not running the crossbow is because the bow has pierce, right? Which means it's going to shoot through the enemies, and then it can easily hit whatever's on the other side. To include those totems. There happens to be one right about there. There it is. Alright, look at that. Look at all that coin we got. I'll throw that there for now. Okay. We are okay on health, but we're going to go ahead and just back up here anyways. And the right mouse button, of course, is a little bit of crowd control as well. Another beautiful reason to bring it. The bow, that is. Okay, break those guys out. Gonna do a couple of air walls. Now you can see... Oh yeah, you can see. Look at this. Let's hit this troll a bunch, you know? There you go. Shaman didn't even have time to get his thingamabob out. We'll get healed up. We'll shoot that guy. It's like having a shoot-off here, you know? Alright. There's that one. Alright, more saw blade launchers. You always need more, right? The more you can have going on at the same time, the better. Alright, there's another pillar over here somewhere. You can hit it. If I can get headshots, I mean, come on. And like I said, you might have to clean up a few of these guys. Alright, so now we've got the flyers coming out. And we're going to go ahead and get our archers set up on this side. Alright, we double stone staff, which is okay. Normally you can get everything in one. We ended up using 2 of them, but again, that's totally fine. We're going to put some archers on the other side of the balcony as well. And we'll hop that. Let's come up here. A couple of more archers. Okay, pop this. Again, the totem kind of gets in their way, right? So you can definitely use that to your advantage. Put an arrow wall there. The reason we're putting the arrow walls a little bit higher up is because each individual arrow does damage, and the trolls and ogres, they're a little bit taller than the rest of the dudes, so they're gonna get hit by a lot of those traps there. You see this Cyclops mage is trying to hit the archers, but he's not doing anything because the archers are protected on that left-hand side. The right-hand side, not so much, but the left-hand side, definitely. All right, now we're gonna get to the hardest, the harder level, or the hardest level in this, in my opinion. And for that, we're going to just put a bunch of archers here in the back as well to help kind of like just destroy these guys. Absolutely annihilate them. And they'll be there to kind of soak up some of this aggro if we need it. We can come over here. We can pop this. Alright, we need to take out these flyers here. Need to do that again, but first, let's use that. We'll come up here, use that. Get a couple of more archers. Again, it's the harder level. You do have to fight these dudes. And now we're gonna just come over here, shoot those dead, and go take care of the flyers, and that's it, man. This one really can be an easy one, man. I'll tell you what. If you wanted to, you could use the gold trap. You put them in the middle. The middle 2 rows are gonna have the they're gonna have the flyers come out. The other the outside rows won't. And we'll get them all. There we go. All right, sweet. We are killing them, dude. I do want to remove. Okay, there we go. We can. There we go. You can see that we have made a perfect amount of time. 300. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. Part-time is easy. You know, man, this map, whenever I figured that out, I was like, man, this map just became so much easier, dudes. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on both YouTube and Twitch. Y'all already know. All right. I will catch you guys on the flip side.